If your BMW feels sluggish, hesitates on takeoff, or just doesn't drive the way it did when it was new, don't book a dealership appointment yet. I've spent years inside BMW service bays, and most of what techs quietly do to wake a tired BMW back up costs nothing to almost nothing. These aren't tuning chips, aftermarket parts, or anything that touches your warranty. They're small adjustments and habits that mechanics use on their own cars because they know exactly what's actually happening under the hood and what's just marketing. Stick around, because trick number 7 is the one that catches almost every owner off guard, and it's usually the reason a BMW starts feeling flat around 60,000 miles. Trick 1. Stop topping off the gas tank. This one seems harmless, but it's quietly hurting your fuel system. When you keep clicking the pump after it shuts off automatically, you're forcing fuel into the charcoal canister that's designed to catch vapor, not liquid gasoline. Over time, that canister gets saturated and can't do its job, which trips your check engine light and can affect how smoothly your engine runs at idle. The fix costs nothing. Stop pumping the second the nozzle clicks off. Your BMW's fuel system was engineered around that exact cutoff point. Owners who top off regularly for a couple of years often end up chasing a check engine light for what looks like an EE-VAP leak, but is really just a saturated canister that can no longer purge properly. It's a completely avoidable repair, which is exactly why most techs never top off their own tanks either. Trick 2. Let it warm up while you're still buckling your seatbelt. You don't need to sit in your driveway for 5 minutes like it's 1985, but modern BMW engines still want 30 to 60 seconds before you ask them to work hard. Cold oil takes a little longer to reach every critical component and flow at its ideal operating condition. So giving it a few seconds before you demand full performance is a small habit with an outsized payoff. The habit that actually helps: start the car, buckle in, adjust your mirrors, and then pull out gently. That's usually enough time for oil pressure to build and coat everything it needs to. Skip this every single day for years, and you're accelerating wear on parts that are expensive to replace. It's a small habit, but it's one of the quiet reasons two identical BMWs at 100,000 miles can sound and run completely differently. One owner gave the engine 30 seconds every morning, and the other never gave a second thought. Quick aside, if you want the full list of habits that protect a BMW engine long-term, not just the highlights, I put everything into one guide called the Complete BMW Longevity Bible. It's the same stuff techs use to keep their own cars running past 200,000 miles, laid out so you're not guessing. Trick 3. Run the AC for a few minutes, even in winter. Most owners shut the AC off completely once the weather turns cold, and that's actually a mistake. The compressor relies on refrigerant oil circulating through the system to stay lubricated, and if it sits dry for months, the seals can dry out and start leaking. Mechanics run the AC year-round, even in January, just for a few minutes at a time. It keeps the seals conditioned and saves you from a surprise refrigerant leak the following summer, which is not a cheap repair on most BMW models. Set it for 30 seconds during your commute once every couple of weeks, even with the heat running, and you'll never have that moment next June where you turn the AC on for the first time and get warm air instead of cold. Trick 4. Use your parking brake, even with an automatic. A lot of owners never touch the parking brake because the transmission's park position already holds the car. But relying on that alone puts constant pressure on a small parking pawl inside. The transmission, a part that isn't meant to carry your car's full weight indefinitely. Get in the habit of setting the parking brake before you shift into park, especially on any kind of incline. It's a 5-second habit that protects a part that's genuinely painful to replace, since on most BMW models, it's an expensive internal transmission repair. Techs use their parking brake every single time, on flat ground and hills alike, simply because it costs nothing and removes the risk entirely. Trick 5. Check your tire pressure monthly, not when the light comes on. By the time your tire pressure warning light turns on, you're already meaningfully underinflated, and BMWs are especially sensitive to this because of how their run-flat tires are engineered. Underinflated tires wear unevenly, hurt your fuel economy, and change how the car handles in ways that feel like a suspension problem, but aren't. Keep a $10 gauge in your glove box, and check pressure once a month when the tires are cold. It takes 90 seconds, and it's the single cheapest thing you can do to protect ride quality and tire life at the same time. Most BMW run flats also don't give you an obvious visual cue when they're low the way a normal tire sags. So the gauge really is the only reliable way to know until the light finally comes on, well after the damage to the tire's shoulder has already started. Trick 6. Don't ignore a soft or spongy brake pedal. If your brake pedal feels a little lower or softer than it used to, that's not something to wait out. It usually means air has worked its way into the brake lines, or your brake fluid has absorbed enough moisture to start boiling at lower temperatures than it should. Either way, your stopping distance is quietly getting longer. A brake fluid flush is one of the cheapest services BMW offers, and doing it on schedule, roughly every 2 years regardless of mileage, prevent a problem that has real safety consequences if it's ignored. It's also one of the cheapest ways to protect your brake calipers, since moisture-contaminated fluid is a major cause of the sticking and corrosion that eventually leads to a much more expensive caliper replacement. Trick 7. Watch for a delayed shift first thing in the morning. This is the one I mentioned earlier, and it's the trick most owners completely miss. If your transmission feels like it hesitates or clunks into gear on your first drive of the day, but then smooths out once it's warm, that's your transmission fluid telling you it's breaking down. Fresh transmission fluid shifts smoothly cold. Degraded fluid gets thick and sluggish until heat thins it back out. Most owners assume this is just how BMWs are, especially on higher mileage cars, but it's actually one of the earliest warning signs of transmission wear, and it shows up long before you'd ever see a warning light. Catching this early with a fluid service is dramatically cheaper than catching it late with a transmission rebuild. BMW doesn't always list transmission fluid on the so-called lifetime maintenance schedule they hand you at delivery, but most techs will privately tell you that fluid at 60,000 to 80,000 miles is one of the best investments you can make in keeping that transmission out of the shop entirely. Trick 8. Check your MAF sensor if your idle feels off. The mass airflow sensor measures exactly how much air is entering your engine, and your car's computer uses that reading to calculate fuel delivery. Dust and oil residue from your air filter can build up on this sensor over time and throw the reading off, which shows up as rough idle, hesitation, or worse fuel economy. If you're noticing any of those symptoms, and a quick inspection shows the sensor is visibly dirty, MAF, specific sensor cleaner, can often restore proper readings in about 5 minutes. This is one of the few things on this list a non-DIY owner can genuinely still do themselves, since there's no risk of damaging anything if you follow the instructions on the can. Pop the housing open, spray the sensor element directly, let it air dry for a few minutes, and reassemble. It's often the fix for a rough idle that would otherwise get misdiagnosed as something far more expensive, though not every MAF sensor needs routine cleaning. This one's about responding to symptoms, not a fixed mileage interval. Trick 9. Don't let your fuel level run below a quarter tank regularly. Your fuel pump sits inside the tank and uses the surrounding gasoline to stay cool. Running consistently low forces that pump to work hotter than it's designed to, which shortens its life. Fuel pumps aren't a cheap replacement on most BMW models, and the failure often happens without much warning. Keeping at least a quarter tank as your normal habit, rather than your last-minute warning, adds years to a part most owners never think about until it fails. It also means you're less likely to pick up sediment that settles at the bottom of the tank, which can clog the pump's intake strainer over time and cause exactly the kind of intermittent stalling that's maddening to diagnose. Trick 10. Get your wheels aligned anytime you replace tires. This gets skipped constantly because it feels like an upsell, but it isn't. New tires on a misaligned car wear unevenly within months, and you'll be replacing them again well before you should. Alignment also affects how the steering feels and how the car tracks on the highway, so a lot of owners who think they need new steering components actually just need an alignment. It's a service worth paying for every time, not an optional add-on. A proper alignment also puts less strain on your control arm bushings and tie rod ends, so you're indirectly protecting suspension parts every time you keep the alignment in spec instead of skipping it to save $80. Trick 11. Use the correct oil specification. not just the right weight. BMW engines are built around specific oil approvals, not just a viscosity number like 5W30. An oil that's the right weight but doesn't meet BMW's actual specification can affect how well your variable valve timing components and turbocharger stay protected. Quick lube shops don't always stock BMW-approved oil, so it's worth confirming the exact spec your engine calls for and asking for it by name. This single detail is one of the most overlooked reasons some BMWs stay smooth for 200,000 miles and others start burning oil at 80,000. If you're ever unsure, your owner's manual lists the exact approval number, and any independent shop worth using will be happy to confirm the bottle they're pouring actually meets it. Trick 12. Listen for a whine on cold starts. A brief whining or whirring sound in the first few seconds after starting your BMW, especially in colder weather, is often the water pump or an accessory belt tensioner telling you it's starting to wear out. These parts fail gradually before they fail completely, and catching that early sound means a planned replacement instead of an overheating engine on the side of the road. It's easy to dismiss as normal BMW noise, but a sound that's new is worth mentioning to your mechanic, even if nothing else feels wrong yet. A water pump on most BMW inline 6 and 4-cylinder engines is a fairly affordable part on its own. But if it fails completely and the engine overheats before you can pull over, you're suddenly looking at head gasket or even full engine damage instead of a routine repair. Trick 13. Drive it like you mean it occasionally. This surprises people, but constant gentle driving isn't actually doing your BMW any favors. Turbocharged engines and dual-clutch transmissions are engineered to be worked, and never taking the RPMs up lets carbon build up in places it shouldn't and lets seals get lazy. Once a week or so, on a safe stretch of road, accelerate with some purpose and let the engine breathe. It's not about driving recklessly, it's about occasionally using the car the way its engineers actually designed it to be used. A BMW that's babied every single day often runs worse than one that's driven with a little confidence now and then. Techs jokingly call this an Italian tune-up, and while it won't scrub carbon off your intake valves the way it might on an older port-injected engine, an occasional stretch of spirited driving does help other parts of the system. Turbo seals, exhaust components, and the transmission's clutch packs keep operating the way they're designed to. None of these 13 tricks require a lift, a scan tool, or a trip to the dealership. They're habits and small checks that separate BMWs that comfortably cross 200,000 miles from BMWs that start nickel-and-diming their owners at 80,000. If you want the complete system these tricks come from, laid out mile by mile, with everything mechanics actually check on a well-kept BMW, that's exactly what's inside the complete BMW Longevity Bible. It's built to take the guesswork out of ownership, so you're never wondering whether something is normal, where, or the start of an expensive problem. Links in the description if you want to go deeper. BMWs that reach 200,000 miles usually aren't lucky. They're maintained differently. Most of the difference comes from small habits like the ones you learned today. If this helped, subscribe for more of what your BMW isn't telling you. And let me know in the comments which of these 13 you're guilty of skipping.